Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot. Woo! Still not 100%, but feeling way better than, say, Friday, right? Friday, I felt like I was like 15% of the way there, and it was a struggle. But I think that was the day that I was just breaking my fever. So I probably hit the live stream a little bit too early, but that's okay. We gave it a go. We tried it. We did it. We did it for about 30 minutes, and here we are, feeling about 50% of the way now. So if I was 15% of the way there on Friday, I'm feeling about 50% now. So we are gaining momentum. We are gaining momentum. We're getting our health back in order, and man, last Wednesday was brutal, and then Thursday felt like there was some hope, and Friday broke the fever, and here we are on Monday. A couple more days worth of rest, and we're back at it. So let's jump right into it. This is the Magnificent Seven, and we're looking at the dollar and stuff like that. But let's circle back and let's go back over to Bitcoin. You know, the weekly close happened yesterday, right? At 4 p.m. my time? Yeah, I think it was 4 p.m. my time. It changes throughout the year as there's daylight savings and whatnot. But so even on the weekly chart, if we kind of zoom out here, just a quick zoom out here, we still have this horizontal line here showing that, the halving is right around the corner. We're talking about the halving happening in about a little over 2 months, right? So it's projected, it's estimated to be a little bit over 2 months from now. Aldo, yo, guess who's back? Shooter, by the way. What up, everybody? Aldo, you look shiny. Thank you. Ollie, welcome back, Ollie. Rick's Moneymakers Helton, great to hear you're doing better. Jesse, thanks, Rick, appreciate that. So yeah, not fully there, but we'll get there. We're not fully there yet, but we'll get there. Jonathan Martinez, what's up, fam? Good morning, welcome back. So even on the weekly chart, we pointed out that there's bearish divergence on the weekly chart, right? So it's possible, it found support down here at 38,600, but it's not like it, price is taking back off to the upside and we're going to hit that $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of yesterday, right? So we know how it goes. You see QQQ go higher or go back down from here. We'll jump into it. Jewelry Affairs, welcome back. So Bitcoin, it's still bullish on the weekly chart, right? And it takes time to play out. And there's still target 3 and target 4 remaining for Bitcoin, right? So that's what we're continuing to watch. Are we going to see a deeper correction? It was a pretty big wick down so far to the 38,600-ish level after hitting the 48,600-ish level. So it dropped about $10,000, right? So if we drop down the daily chart, we can see a little bit better of what we've been kind of talking about. Is even going all the way back to over here, we're talking about bearish divergence, right? Possibly coming up and hitting longer term target 4 out of 4 targets. Price coming back down, retracing, hitting 2 out of the 4 targets so far. And then was starting to find support and was bouncing back up and hit a key retracement area at 43,800. I even put that out on the Twitter X app that, hey, if we're going to see a retracement, 43,800 to 45,500-ish is a good retracement target area. And then it hit 43,800. And since then, it's just been kind of going sideways, consolidating. And so that's the question right now. Is it going to find support at these trending dots? And if so, when is it going to take off, right? So, and if not, are we going to see lower prices? Well, I'll give you my thoughts, right? My thoughts are, if this was just a retracement, this could be putting in a lower high, and then we go down and hit target 3 and possibly even target 4 before the halving, right? So still, that's still my main thought on everything, right? So even going back to over here, thought about, price my scenario one was going back to early December. So we're talking about 3 months ago, talking about that my main scenario one was price to come up and hit target 4, then go through a bigger correction prior to the halving, and then we'll be looking for that next buy the dip opportunity, right? So that was my main scenario one. And yes, we did lay out scenario 2, scenario 3, all that stuff, just so we're not caught off guard, so we can be prepared for all scenarios. And here we are. Scenario 1 is still my main scenario 1, where price comes up here, price comes down for a deeper retracement. I know even back here on this wick down here, many perma bulls were already excited. They're saying the bottom is in. So it's possible the bottom is in, but it's too early to call it, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. Let's see how it plays out. This was a pretty big move down. This is a retracement of that, and it's starting to look like it's kind of rolling over. I even had to draw this trend line out, something like that, right? And looks like it was starting to roll over. And even on this candle here, when the candle got started, after the daily candle close, after the weekly candle close, it started with the pending sell signal, right? So there was a pending sell signal for a few hours. And then, of course, I went to bed and it was already starting to push back up and push all the way back up to this trend line again. And here we are. It's been slowly pushing back down. So we will see. If we start to see, a sell signal and starting to break back down, then the probabilities will continue to increase that we're going to hit at least target 3 and then possibly target 4 down here, below that $35,000, below that $34,000. And we'll see if it hits those targets or not. So we will see. It's too early to call it that, price is going back to the moon, right? I think scenario 1 still plays out, and that would be, price coming down to hit lower targets below $38,000. So we will see or not whether it does, but that's still what my overall thought process is. And I'm probably rambling here, but remember, I'm not fully all there yet. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep rambling and try to make it through, and we'll try to get the point across, even if there is some rambling involved in it. So bear with me over here. But this could just be a retracement. This could be a lower high, and we'll see if it starts breaking back down below the trending dots. We'll see if we get a pending sell signal again, and then we'll see if we get an actual sell signal back below. And then, of course, it could just go sideways for a bit and then come back down and hit it. Doesn't mean it's going to hit these targets today or tomorrow. It's early in the month, right? So we'll see by the end of February, or we'll see by early March, possibly, that these lower targets get hit, and then we'll be watching, waiting, and ready for the next buy the dip scenario. So that's where I'm still at. That's where I still think that we're going to hit these lower targets, and it's just a matter of time. So I'm remaining patient over here, and I talked about this. Yes, could have you taken a buy position as price is getting back above the trading dots, start to get an impending buy signal? Sure. Just know that, in my own personal opinion, I think we're probably going to come down and hit lower prices. So if you did take a buy position there, just make sure your stop losses are in, and don't be surprised that we're going lower, right? So with that, that's Bitcoin. Some other things I want to talk about was, don't fight the trends, right? So some of the Magnificent Seven, not all of them, but some of the Magnificent Seven continue to pump higher and higher, hitting targets, gapping up. And so if you're fighting the trend, I'm seeing out there, the perma bears will continue to short Nvidia, will continue to short some of these Magnificent Seven stocks, and the short squeeze will continue higher, right? So 4K mod, sup Olsen, woke up, Nvidia boom again. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, is that, you know, many perma bears will be trying to short Nvidia tops all the way up, and it'll add to the short squeeze fuel over there. So good to have you back doing the live stream. Your insights are crucial. Awesome, Rick. And thanks for saying that. Appreciate that. Lawrence, welcome back. Good to see you back, Lawrence. So let's switch gears over to let's take a look at the NASDAQ, right? And let's jump over to the NASDAQ. And also, like, is the Russell 2000 leading the way again, right? Is the Russell 2000 leading the way again? It's possible. So the first thing that points out that jumps out to me is the NASDAQ has bearish divergence, right? So we got bearish divergence on the NASDAQ. You can see you got a peak here on December 19th, right? You've got a lower peak here on January 24th, while price has a higher peak, and that's going to be bearish divergence, right? And then you got another one here, bearish divergence. And then we'll find out if it's going to continue to put in bearish divergence or if it's going to be a lower high at some point, and then see if the NASDAQ goes through a correction after that. So we will see. But right now, pointing out that NASDAQ does have bearish divergence, and there hasn't really been a major correction for a while, not since October 26th. And that was when I had closed out my last major NASDAQ short was back here in October 26th. And in hindsight, I had talked about it. I wish I would have flipped back around and done a long position there, but I didn't. And so here we are, just waiting patiently from there. So bearish divergence. We will see if there's going to go through a bigger correction and get some sort of a retracement going on NASDAQ. But as of right now, it's still bullish on the daily chart. It's still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. So not picking tops here, right? Do have these A and F targets over here. So it's possible it continues upward. Everything is above the trending dots, above trend lines, all that stuff. So, but just pointing it out that there is bearish divergence on the daily chart. There is bearish divergence forming on the weekly chart. So we'll continue to watch it. And so that's the NASDAQ over here. And then if you look at the SP 500, some similarities, right? Bearish divergence. You can see bearish divergence. And but still bullish overall at the end of the day. So still bullish, and that's about it, right? So SP 500, Dow Jones, it's got a pending reversal candle on the daily chart. Bearish divergence. If you look back from here and here, right? Here and here, you got bearish divergence back here in the end of January. This could be a reverse candle. Too early to say. Still pending a reverse candle, and could end up breaking down from there. So we will see. These are old trend lines, by the way. So overall, not much has really happened over the last week or so. But that's what we're continuing to watch, is the bearish divergence play out. Russell 2000, could it be leading the way again? It's possible, right? So you've got shorter term bearish divergence back here, followed by the RSI sell signal. Price RSI and price came all the way back down, pumped back up here. Looks like a lower high was being put in, and then it started to break back down. Sell signal, buy signal, battling these trend lines up here, and then it's breaking back down again today. So it's hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. We'll see if it comes back down, hits target 3, possibly target 4. So is the Russell 2000 kind of leading the way? It looks like it. The dollar inversely. We talked about the breakout. We talked about it's bullish, and now it's hit. I believe there's a target down here. This is target 2, target 3, and then target 4, right? 99% sure. Better than my health, right? 99% sure and better than my health. And there we go, right? So this is what we have on the dollar here. It's hit 4 of the 4 retracement targets to the upside. Is that it? Is that it? We don't know yet. It's still bullish on the daily chart. is bullish on the weekly chart, and it had a buy signal last week. And this is day one of the new week. And so that's what we have right now. We even had a weekly candle reversal, weekly reversal candle back over here early January. And so since then, it has what you'd want to see if you're expecting the dollar to go higher, right? Is you want to see target 4 get flipped into support, right? So whatever that is, right? As price comes out like this, whether it's target 4 or target 3, takes this resistance, flips into support, and then and continues higher from there. So that's what you'd want to see if you want to see higher prices on the dollar. If not, you want to see it get rejected here and then come back down and then drop back down below, right? So that's what you kind of want to see if you want to get rejected. And if you want it to break out, you want to see this resistance gets flipped into support and then continues its breakout to the upside. So we'll see what happens. I'm neutral, right? So as it's hitting target 4, key retracement target area, and we'll see if it flips it from resistance and support or not. See if it gets rejected. So we're going to kind of continue to watch it over there. U.S. 10-year yield, it's got a pending buy signal on the daily chart. Again, there's only hit one target so far to the upside of this retracement. Still got target 2, 3, 4, and that's what I was kind of talking about with similar to DXY, right? If you want, I don't know who wants to see higher rates, but if you wanted to see higher rates, right? If that's your thing, you want to see higher rates, then you would want to see the rates get back above this fourth retracement target, and if so, that would be the arrow pointing upward from there, right? So break through the resistance, find support, and then make higher moves, and then possibly come up here and hit this longer term target 3. I think I'm pretty sure it's longer term target 3 that has never been hit, and it got very close up here at about 5%, and you start getting up into longer term target 3 at 5.15% ish, right? You got the middle of it at about 5.3%. So we'll continue to watch it over there. The VIX was starting to make a move up here at about 14.5%, and getting rejected and pushed back down yet again, right? And that's what it kind of does as going through a bottoming phase. See if it's going through a bottoming phase or not. It's only hit one target to the retracement target so far to the upside, and possibly, we'll see if it hit target 2, possibly target 3, and then possibly even target 4, and that would line up with a retracement on the NASDAQ and a correction on the NASDAQ and SP 500, Dow Jones, and even the Russell 2000. So we'll see. The trending dots are still trending upward, right? It's still bullish on the daily chart, even though it's breaking down right now. And then the weekly chart, still bearish on the weekly chart, right? So if you kind of look at the higher time frames, but it is back above the trending dots, and we'll see. We'll continue to watch it over here, but nothing really new to report. Just been kind of spiking up, spiking down, spike up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's just kind of going through this bottoming phase, and then all of a sudden we can see if it takes off to the upside from there. So we'll continue to watch it. Not much else to report. As you can see here, you can just kind of see it's just red, right? Continues to be red, except for the Magnificent 7 again, right? Magnificent 7, let's take a look at the Magnificent 7. So you got Nvidia continuing to squeeze higher and higher, right? So I've seen the perma bears out there short here, boom. Okay, we're going to short here, boom. Now they're shorting here, right? And all the way up. So if we kind of zoom out here, you got the Abercrombie and Fitch target, and now it's squeezed back above it, right? So squeeze back above the Abercrombie and Fitch target 2, and we'll see. Even Abercrombie and Fitch target 2 is above target 2, or it was. So we'll continue to watch it over there. Let's take a look at Meta. Meta had a big move all the way up to $486. A little bit of retracement today from last week, right? This is a weekly chart, and you got Abercrombie and Fitch targets, on here, target 1, target 2. We'll see if those get hit or not. Just put those on for fun. It's even better. Let's see what else. Who else is here? Oh, Arnold. Good morning, boss. How are we doing? Woo. Hanging in there, my man. Hanging in there. About 50% in the back, but 50%, I'll take it every single day. Not to get too detailed on the personal life, but holy moly, guacamole. First time I've been in my own bed in like 2 weeks, right? So felt like I was no longer contagious. So slept in my own bed with my own wife for the first time last night. I've been on couch quarantine over there. She didn't want to get sick. I didn't want to get her sick. So it's just been me and the dog quarantined on the couch for since I got back in town from Minnesota. Excuse me. And so I've been on couch quarantine. And last night I snuck into bed, and so we're back. We're back. I snuck back into the bed, and here we are. It's my bed, by the way, right? It's my bed, but whatever. Snuck back into the king bed, and I hopefully she never got sick. Hopefully she doesn't get sick. Don't want her to go through what I went through. So doing better. Let's get those likes up. Good morning, Tesla John. Thank you, Tesla John. Appreciate that. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. And it make me feel better for sure. Mois, could you see LAEZ? Possibly. We're going to see how I feel. I'm going to try to keep this to about 30 minutes, Mois. I'm not sure if I can make it through or not. I'm going to try to get through the Magnificent 7. And might have to call it at 30 minutes. I don't think I could get through a full hour today. So if not, I apologize. Let's try to continue to build on these live streams. Just trying to get back in the groove, shake off some of these cobwebs, and continue to move on from there. So we'll see, Mois. Can't promise anything today. Nvidia is no longer Abercrombie and Fishing. Yep, I know. I'm getting better at saying it. Abercrombie and Fishing. It's even better. What else? Gert Jan Tenhove. Hi, Jesse and everybody. Welcome back. Gert Jan Tenhove. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. 4K mods. It's all right. It's all right. We're tough. We'll get through it. So that's Meta. It's down 2.65% today, but it's still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. And we've got these longer term targets up there on Meta, right? Let's keep going. Still ultra bullish on the weekly chart for Amazon. And did I put those targets? No, I haven't put those targets on yet. Microsoft, still got to put those targets on. Still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Tesla, still bearish on the weekly chart, right? Well, Tesla is still bearish on the weekly chart. What's happening on the daily chart? Tesla still ultra bearish on the daily chart, right? We weren't calling bottoms on Friday. We were not calling bottoms. We talked about it even on Friday when I'm at 15% health. I was like, I'm still not calling bottoms, right? Because it could go lower, right? Still ultra bearish on the daily chart. Still bearish on the weekly chart. And so could it be finding bottom on Friday? That's what we said. It's possible, but I'm not calling bottoms here. And now price is lower. So below 180, down 4.4% today. And so that's what we're still watching over there in Tesla. Tesla, still ultra bearish. Look at the RSI, right? The RSI currently at 24, right? So it could start putting in some bullish divergence, but it could remain. Hold on. Could start putting in some bullish divergence, but could remain diverged. Could continue put in lower prices. So it seems like it's got a long ways to go before the ship starts to turn around, and it's just trending downward, right? Still trending downward. So I wouldn't be picking bottoms. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. This is for educational purposes only. Hopefully you find it a little bit entertaining. Probably not too entertaining while I'm still feeling a little under the weather, but we'll make it through. So that's Tesla. Not really much to report other than still bearish over there. Let's see. Apple, right? Had that bigger breakdown based off the daily chart and then kind of pumped right back up, right? So again, we kind of drew that box out on Friday. Just overall, it's been like, even since like June 2023, it's been in this like $20 range, right? So $20 range, not much to report other than that. I took the box off earlier this morning, but you can see going back to, within this, 196, even 166, you could even see a $30 range, right? $20 to $30 range over the last 7 months, right? So not much really to report other than there was some bearish divergence on the daily chart, possible lower high. Price came all the way back down. Never closed down here though, so never took out this pivot low. And then reversed right back around and came back. It's coming back up in the training dots. Not much else to really say about Apple. Google, right? Bearish on the daily chart, and that's about it from there. So not much else to say. But if you go back to the weekly chart, what was interesting was there was a reverse candle over here. There's been bearish divergence. So bearish divergence, possible reversal candle after bearish divergence could signal a reversal, but too early to say. Still bullish on the weekly chart. Trending dots are still trending upward, all that stuff. So we will see on Google. Woo! What else? Could you see Leas, please? All right, I'll pick one. Which one do you want? LAEZ or LEAS? Let me know. I'll try to cover it. We only got about 3 more minutes here. I'm going to try to keep it to about 30 minutes. But excuse me. Sorry about that. Just want to take a quick look over here at some of these crypto assets that we cover, and let's kind of take a look at it. Ethereum still has only hit basically 2.5, right? 2.5 out of 4 targets to the downside, but officially 2 targets. Let me know, Mois, if it's LEAS or LAEZ. Which one do you want? Is it this? 2 different things. Which one did you want me to take a look at? So that's Ethereum. Still trending down as of right now. So we will see how it turns out. DOT, right? Find out if DOT, if 3 out of the 4 targets of DOT that's all it's going to hit. Remember, DOT got very close. Well, let's see. Yeah, DOT hasn't cleared out bearish divergence yet, in my opinion. Some of these have. Cardano has, right? Cardano has only hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. Still bearish on the daily chart. Sand has cleared out bearish divergence, in my opinion. We talked about that. Has hit 4 targets out of 4 targets to the downside so far, right? So we'll see. Came all the way back down and still trending downward though, right? The trending dots are trending downward. Daily chart is still bearish, right? But could be finding support on target 4. We'll find out if it does or not. But it's currently at target 4, and we'll find out if it ends up finding support. It has cleared out the bearish divergence on sand so far. Near, let's see, target 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 targets to the downside so far. Has not cleared out the bearish divergence. Mana has cleared out the bearish divergence, in my opinion, right? So we'll see. Chainlink continues to be ultra bullish on the daily chart, right? Broke out, only hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside, and continues to be ultra bullish on the daily chart. So Chainlink broke out first. Also, it was one of the first ones to break out for crypto assets when we talked about it like 3 or 4 months ago, right? So way back here, what was it? Way back here, we were talking about the breakout, did a video on it, and price is below $7. And we talked about the breakout, and it was one of the first ones to break out, right? And made a move up. So it'll be interesting to see if Chainlink's breaking out again before other assets. And remember, it's only hit longer term target 1 so far. And Bitcoin has hit 4 out of the 4 targets to the upside. And that 4th target for Chainlink would be all the way up at $35. So we will see. The weekly chart is ultra bullish. The daily chart is ultra bullish, and it's up another 6% today. So that's Chainlink. Matic, last one here. Not much really to report, similar to a lot of the other crypto assets. This, except for Matic, did hit 4 of the 4 targets to the downside, and I just left the 4th target on there. See if it finds support or not. Could come all the way back down again, possibly put in a double bottom. Who knows? But if it does start to find support here, and then starts to make a move back up from there. So that's pretty much it for crypto assets. LAEZ. We're at 31 minutes here. We're going to try to keep it to that. I don't even know if it's crypto. I don't even know if it's so if I can't find it quickly, LAEZ. Nope, I'm not seeing it. Let's see, crypto stocks. So so maybe you typed it in wrong and then you corrected it with LEAS. Maybe. Yeah, you got to put in all the details, Mois. Otherwise, I don't know. And then I don't know if you're talking about crypto or not. It could be leash, could be many things. So I'm not going to jump into it. We're over the 30 minutes anyways. I was going to try to keep it to 30 minutes just to make sure. But with that, for the future, make sure you let me know if it's a crypto, stock, the correct ticker symbol, and then all the details. Are you looking for a long, a short? Are you already in a position? Are you waiting patiently? All that stuff, so that when I do cover it, we can talk about it and cover it in detail and really dive into it. Otherwise, I'm guessing at which assets you want me to chart, and we'll go from there. But remind me if you want me to take a look at it tomorrow, and I'll be happy to do so. Let's see if there's anything else, since I'm not getting a response. Anything else on here? Just red overall. Anything else that jumps out? Baba 4%. What else? Rivian probably doing something similar to Tesla, right? Yep, still bearish. What else? That's about it, right? So that's about it. What else? Anything else jumping out before we get going here? Nope, not really seeing anything else. So with that, thanks for all of your support. I appreciate it. And we will see you tomorrow on the live stream. Obviously, not expecting any setbacks, starting to gain momentum over here in my health. So we'll probably be back. Hopefully, we're even better than 50% tomorrow, and then we can continue to build on these live streams. It was about 30 minutes on Friday, a little bit over 30 minutes today. We'll continue to try to build out on it and get our rest at the same time. With that, hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. Thanks, everyone.